Alright. Hello, everyone. So, yeah. I finally have a schedule. I finally have a schedule. I finally have a schedule. There's the your quotes there. I'm so sorry. Okay, a lot of things happened yesterday. I bought a tablet, and I have to lower the volume of the music. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, welcome everybody to the stream. So yeah, as I was saying, yesterday I bought a tablet. I want a tablet so that I can draw whenever I need to and when I'm off the PC. Problem is that it didn't have any pen sensitivity. I thought it had. I checked multiple times, but I made a mistake. So yeah, but but I already did the refund thing. I'm gonna get my refund soonish, hopefully. But yeah, I wanted to try it out yesterday, and that's why I didn't stream. And then I realized I got the wrong thing. So yeah, that was a day wasted. Oops, I am so sorry. But yeah, right now, uh, let's take let's not talk about that because we are gonna talk about the thing that happened today, which is the Nintendo Direct. Well, I also draw and do my usual shtick of drawing. Okay, hopefully everybody is excited for more drawing. I just need to do some posts in my social medias, because it's a hard living. You need to be ready to promote yourself as a streamer. But yeah, hopefully I'll be here soon. Let me just prepare those things, and then we'll be ready for the stream. Just wait a second. what we have here is a blank canvas. Well, not a blank because it's no longer white, it's a different color. I mean, I think it still counts as blank. Anywho, okay. Yeah, story about the me not streaming. Oh my god, my cat is trying to destroy my pen. She sees my pen as a toy. She's like that. What the heck? Sometimes having a cat is a bit of a it's a bit too much. But anywho, welcome everyone. Hopefully your day has been great. I had to return something I bought because I'm stupid. So the whole story is that I'm trying to buy a tablet so that I can work off of my PC. Usually I am upstairs where I live. And my family, well, is mostly downstairs. And sometimes they need me to be downstairs to, check out the house, be ready if they need something. So I wanted to have the tablet. I'm probably not gonna stream through the tablet. The plan is mostly just to have it there so that I can progress in things that I have to progress. Now, what's the issue? What's the issue? I bought a tablet. It had a pen. From what I checked, that pen and the tablet had pressure sensitivity. Spoilers, it didn't have pressure sensitivity. So, for those who don't know, essentially pressure sensitivity is this when the tablet basically detects how much pressure you're putting in the drawing. Right now I'm gonna do a big press, and now I'm gonna do really slow press. But yeah, that's pressure sensitivity in a nutshell. It can be used for, there's different applications. One is for like how opaque there's a ton of applications, but the two major ones that I use is how opaque I want the line to be, or how big do I want the line to be. So those are the two applications for pressure sensitivity. The thing is, without pressure sensitivity, let me use an example. I'm gonna take out the pressure sensitivity of this thing. Let's take out everything from this. Where's the other? Okay. There's another thing that uses the pressure sensitivity. Okay, there you go. Capacity. No. Okay, perfect. So, what happens if you don't have pressure sensitivity? No matter, this happens, no matter how much I put, I put super pressure, and I'm gonna put no pressure at all. Yeah, no matter how much pressure you put, the line is gonna look like this. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't draw at all without pressure sensitivity. It's a good feature, but it's necessary for what I want to do, for my style of drawing. But there's people that can actually draw without pressure sensitivity. Heck, there's people that draw with tablets with no screen, which is what I used to do. And then there's maniacs who use the mouse. Those maniacs, I have a lot of respect for them, because oh my gosh, how the heck, I wouldn't survive. They are built different. But yeah. Well, the tablet didn't came with that. That was the one thing I needed, so I had to send it back. Oops. So yeah, that's basically the story of how I kind of wasted my money, and I'm gonna get it back. But it's definitely, I got excited. I got, oh my gosh, I got my new tablet that I'm going to use whenever I need to be off the PC. But no, it wasn't. It was. I wasn't scammed. The tablet never said it had pressure sensitivity, but I searched it, and I supposedly it had. The thing is, the one I wanted, well, the one that had the pressure sensitivity is the MatPat S. The MatPat 11.5S. That's the one that had the pressure sensitivity 10 and screen. The one I bought was the MatPat 11S. Yeah, a pretty rookie mistake on my part. Now, I have another option, but the other option is I need more money for that. So I'm gonna have to wait for the next big commission. But for now, speaking of commissions, I have more to do. I have one which is another trio of Pokemon. I love making trios of Pokemon. They're fun. This time it's a dragon and a peacock spider. Peacock. Yeah, that thing. That one animal. Other is a chibi style commission, which I do have like the proportions. I did calculate the proportions. That is the chibi proportions. I just needed the pose. But yeah, I'm working on something on the side as well because I'm going to do something kind of fun, I'm gonna do something kind of fun, and it's gonna be like a commission. I already did once for the body icing thing, but now I'm going to do a different type of commission. It's for something it's gonna be a surprise. But let's just say it's also Pokemon related. That's the one hint. It's gonna be Pokemon related again. And the idea was kind of genius, and I think it's gonna be real fun to like make the designs. Because yeah, I have fun. Like this is not just for gaining money. This is for the love of the art. And sometimes I get real fun commissions. Sometimes I get real pains of a commission. Painful commissions. Now, okay. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking of how should I word it, because it's the other two Pokemon commissions I got were the other two were too mythical, so they didn't have any evolutionary signatures. So I have to make a commission. This one is for two evolutionary Pokemon, which are going to be starters. The thing is, well, I don't know. I think that this is how it works, or how they originally made like the starters for the games, is that they make the final evolutions and then work backwards. At least that's what happened with some of the evolutions, some of the Pokemon. Not just for the starters. So I think Rhydon exists before Rhyhorn, and then they had to work backwards so that they can make Rhyhorn a thing. So I'm thinking I might need to first start with the big evolution and then work my way down. Actually make a... Basically I'm just gonna first figure out the figure, the shape language. So it's gonna be a very kind of a stereotypical dragon. Not in the sense of the design. I'm going to try to make it unique, of course, but in the sense of the thing that it does. Basically, the dragon that I'm going to make for the commissioner is a dragon that's with a pile of treasure. Basically, what I want to do for this is I make it like a for character. I want it to like here's the body of the here's how the body's gonna like go, the direction of the body. I'm gonna before I make the figure, so let's say for example, I need the pile of like treasure. I'm thinking of how I'm going to represent it because I don't want just a pile of like money. I want to make it a bit more stylized. Like I want to go from a coin to a treasure chest. But then the final one, I guess it could do multiple treasure chests and piles of coins. But I wish it could be just one object. The treasure chest seems a bit too little. I'm gonna think about it. So. Or I could make the treasure. Or I could do this. I'm gonna do an example. Let's say this is the first form. The treasure chest is gonna be like tiny, small, super like. Super like mini, kind of cute. The second is gonna be more like a normal pile of treasure, like normal size. Like, oh yeah, this is a treasure worth fighting for, I guess. And then the final one is gonna be big. Like, I think it's gonna be like super massive. The pile of treasure. I mean, obviously the Pokemon itself is gonna be super massive. But you get my point. Now, how big do I want to make it? Okay. Okay, so now the important part. Well, the thing I wanted to like go into right now is the Nintendo Direct. So I saw it. I was very, very asleep. The reason why I don't stream the Nintendo Directs right now is because I still wanna see it with friends. I still want it to be like a personal thing because I've been watching Nintendo Directs for like a long time, and I really like the cozy feeling of just watching it like with my brother, with my friends, and being like, oh wow, neato. So I also watch it with like Discord friends. What I could do in the future what I could do is a stream of the Switch 2 because of how much of a massive event it's gonna be. But anywho, I was just speaking about why I didn't like do the direct like stream. Also, I was very tired. I didn't want you guys to see me complain about. Well, I'm so sleepy. I wanna sleep. Baby needs to sleep. Because I can be somewhat of a baby. Sorry. But yeah. Point being, okay, so yeah, I didn't stream it, but then I watched it with some friends. And okay, where do I start? It was an okay direct. I didn't expect much. I was talking with my friends about what I would want. But what I would want is not what I thought I was gonna get with them. Especially knowing that there's gonna be a Switch 2 Direct. Like, I was like, what do I want from this? Like, if I get, like, for example, if we get like a big game, like let's say Super Mario Odyssey 2. Would I want that as a Nintendo Switch 1 game or as a Nintendo Switch 2 game? The good thing is that there's gonna be retrocompatibility, so everything that they wanna announce today it's gonna apply to the Nintendo Switch too. So at least that's good. But like, would I want announcements from games that I really, really want? Would I want, like, for example, would I want Pikmin 5 to be a Nintendo Switch 1 game? No, I would want it to be a Switch 2 game. Like with Metroid Prime, it was already announced for the Switch 1, and it's like a Twilight Princess situation. Well, you need to release it for the Switch 1. You already promised it. But with everything else, I was like, anything that I would love to see, I would love to see in the Switch too. That's the reality of the situation. I don't want to see, let's say, the new Legend of Zelda to be in the Switch 1. So I was like, okay, this is a very weird spot that I'm right now. What do I want to see? And then there was, and obviously the other question being, what do I want? What do I think we will see? Which are very, very different questions. Your expectations, what you want versus what you're expecting. I was expecting, like, I don't know, more remakes. Somewhat of what they did with the 3DS during the Switch. They made tons of remakes and small games, so I expect something like that. I expect something more akin to a 3DS, like the Mario and Luigi remakes, like 2D, much more. Well, not 2D Metroid. 2D Metroid now is now also a big game thanks to Dread, and it's a success. So I went with like this weird feeling of, okay, I want things, but I want them for the next Wednesday. I want to see them in the Nintendo Switch 2, not in the 1. So I went with this like we're like feeling of, whatever they're going to announce today that's big, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's gonna be the Nintendo Switch 1. So the direct starts, and it starts with Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 remake. Okay, that's a way to start. They apparently show off like a new thing they're gonna add to the remake, which is cool. But like, I don't know. I never played Dragon Quest 2 or 1 or 3. Like I'm not privy to what happens in those games. So when I saw the character, I was like, huh, what a weird thing to spotlight. A random character from the game. Is this like a big moment of the game or something? But no, apparently she's a new character. Okay, cool for Dragon Quest fans. I'm gonna try to be chronological, but I don't make any promises. To be honest, I'm going off of memory. I'm not gonna put like the Nintendo Direct right now. I was thinking of doing that, but I would get way more distracted from my drawings, and talking already can be distracting from like what I'm doing with my drawings. So yeah, I didn't want to distract myself further from like the main thing, which is drawing, which is my job. This is all a job for me. Which again, I love it. It's something that I really like. But I'm going. Hey, oh geez, stop doing that. My cat is still trying to. My cat is still trying to like play with my attack my my pen. She's like that. She's a bit crazy. But yeah, I'm trying. what I'm saying was that I'm trying to go with in chronological order, but I don't promise it because it's because I'm not the most, but I'm not the most organized person. I'm going off of memory right now. So what was next? There was a few third party games that were like okay, Nito, Nito for whoever it wants those things. Rift of the Necromancer. Uh, it seems like a really fun game. I love the art style. It seems that I thought it already released before, but no. Well, no, it's the new one. It's because there's an oh no, Rift of the Necromancer. Oh, it's on Discord. I might even buy it right now. It just seems really fun, and I love the Rhythm Heaven like games. The art style is cute, and I want to play it. But yeah, so yeah. How was it called? I'm sorry. I'm very distracted. Okay, so the Rifts of Necromancer, we saw the game and I was like, okay, cool. And then I saw Pepino and I was like, oh my god, Pepino is in the game. I, I don't know why I think I got distracted, but I didn't see Madeline at first. Madeline and Madeline, the protagonist from Celeste. I was like, I noticed Pepino, but I think I looked away from my screen for a second. It's not that not that I wasn't like, oh, when I actually saw that they were there, I was like, oh my god, they were there, and I didn't notice. I feel a bit bad about this. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can download it like in a bit because uh, I saw the price is pretty cheap. So yeah, I want to play that. I want to play some Rift of the Necromancer. I think it's fun. It seems really fun. Now, what was next? Okay, so I think the first big reveal that we got was Metroid. Metroid Prime. Okay, I've been waiting for this game for a while. Metroid Prime, during the announcement, I remember vividly. During 2016, I was like, okay, I got nothing to play. The Wii U is dying. We got no like big new games. I'm gonna try Metroid Prime. I already played it, but I never finished it. So I played the trilogy, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. These three games are like a really great trilogy, and now I want more. And well, for a while I didn't get anything. So, come past 2017, we get the E3 after the big Switch presentation. We got E3 a few months later, and I was like, what the? I wish we could get a new Metroid Prime. That would be cool. And yeah, it happened. The reveal was in 2017, and I was like, oh my god. Funny story, I broke my phone because of Metroid Prime 4. It's a horrendous story. I hate remembering it, but it's very it's fair to say that I was too excited for that game. So what happened was that I got way too excited. I threw the phone in the ground. It broke. Oh, who would have guessed? I was stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was stupid. Each day I fantasize about being again. I was like, me? Could I be trans? Could I not be trans? So, yeah. I was really stupid back then. Now I'm very stupid, but not that stupid. Now I'm 50% less stupid, I guess you could say. but yeah, Metroid Prime made me really, 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 really excited. And then nothing for approximately 3 years, and then the game gets rebooted, and I was like, what? I was very, very. It was a gut punch, but at the same time, it was a better gut punch than getting a bad game. So I accepted it. I was like, yeah, take your time, please. Don't make a bad Metroid game. This franchise doesn't need another bad Metroid game. The thing is that, because of many factors, we actually got a lot of good Metroid games. We got Dread, we got the Prime 1 remake, we got the Metroid 2 remake. So yeah, in the end it worked out. We got a lot of Metroid games, and they're all great. They're all the Prime remakes are they don't seem like a Nintendo Switch game. Uh, the remake for Samus Returns is definitely rough at the edges, but it's really fun. But I really like it. It's not AM2R. It's definitely not AM2R, but AM2R is just too special. Just using the design of the. I could make it a chemical. I thought of that, but like I don't know. I wanna stick with what my commissioner like said. I wanna make it open. I wanna make it open so that you can see the law. But anyway, I was on with Metroid Prime 4. So I waited a long time for this reboot. Like, oh gosh, we were like, okay, what is Retro Studios gonna do? And I was a bit nervous because Retro Studios is not the same company that made the original Metroid Prime games. Most of the people that worked in the original Metroid Prime games were already gone by the time by the time they announced the reboot, and I was like, okie dokie. So you're just giving it to, but you're just taking the easy way out, giving it to the original like developers, but are the original developers as in the company. But are they anyone? Is there anyone left of of the people who actually made the game, or are you just using the name of Retro Studios to give a lot more to give more confidence? I was like, that's a possibility, and I don't like that possibility. Like, there's the possibility that the Retro Studios doesn't know how to make the game. And they responded with, "Oh, okay, so you're doubtful. Anywho, here's a Metroid Prime 1 remake made by Retro Studios. It's gonna be the most gorgeous thing you ever see on the Nintendo Switch, because of course there's gorgeous things in like other platforms, but it's gonna be really, really gorgeous for a remake on the Nintendo Switch, and it's gonna be made by Retro. So are you doubtful now, bitch?" Sorry, but yeah, I was talking to myself, like I was like Retro talking to myself. I'm the bitch. I'm the doubtful bitch. But yeah, Metroid Prime 1 regained my regained my complete confidence in the project. I was like, okay, so they remade the original, and they remade it to relearn, like to learn from what they did before. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And they did a fantastic job. It wasn't like just say, oh, we're just gonna we're gonna upgrade the graphics in very like slight places. No. It was an actual upgrade to the graphics. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And so with that, I was like, okay, perfect. going to remake the other games, but apparently not, because in the next big because the years go by, we get the announce, and then we get in 2014, the final direct of that year, we get Metroid Prime 4. And I was like, I saw the trailer, and I felt, oh my god, I felt so relieved seeing it in action, seeing the morphle work like in so have very similar physics to what the morph ball had in like Metroid Prime, in the original Metroid Primes. Like, it was both a sigh of relief and it was a sigh of relief, and it was a very exciting like, it was very exciting. So we get we get that big trailer, and now we finally got the first like big, after that first gameplay trailer, we got this much more overview trailer. It was surprisingly a bit too like it didn't explain much. It just said the name of the planet. It said, then it showed like some of the new enemies, which look cool. I kind of think of them. I kind of. It looks like they're gonna be like some of the main bad guys, but like, I thought we were going to be more focusing on Silex and stuff. So I guess this is part of the main premise, the new planet and the conflict, or maybe it's going to be like a Prime 3 situation where you just go to different planets. But I think they were shown the different planets if that was gonna be the main, if we were going to like do space travel like in Metroid Prime 3. But anywho, we saw with the new the Samuel's like design is really cool. It's really weird seeing her like glow pink, like purple, instead of the usual blue visor thing. So that's weird, but like, I was like, oh, okay, that seems that seems real neat, honestly. Also, side note, I think I wanted this to be like a decoration, like this dragon head. That's why I made it a bit generic. But now I'm thinking, I think that's a great position for the head. I might just put the head there, but like change the head shape so that it's less generic, because I wanted it to be more distinct, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna say something, but I need to go. I need to take a tiny break. I'm gonna be back. But I'm gonna finish first with the Metroid Prime 4 pods. The psychic mechanic. I find it funny that they call it psychic mechanic, because they call it now Samus is psychic, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. Like, sci-fi does have some elements of fantasy, and especially Metroid, but like, okay, psychic, Metroid is not a psychic type, haha, funny. Seems a bit more puzzle solving thing, especially with the beam guide thing. I see it less as a combat thing. I don't think it's gonna be like very good in combat, because of the way it works, but or maybe it's gonna be great in combat. I don't know. But the point is, it seems like a much more puzzle element thrown in, rather than much more Metroidvania. Which, yes, Metroidvanias have puzzles, but they definitely de-emphasize it a little bit for the feeling of growth and trying to get the new items. Which, yeah, this is probably also gonna function like that. I think it's gonna be like a mesh between the much more Metroidvania things and puzzles, which is great. Uh, yeah, the trailer was the things that did really well. The psychic abilities, the name of the planet, and what else? What they revealed this axolotl like alien that's gonna be that I think is gonna be like in Metroid Prime 2, where he's gonna like guide Samus through her journey. Seems cool. The designs look great, honestly. Honestly, for a part of me does think that yeah, they're not revealing much because it's a Metroid game. You want the things that are going to be given to you to be a big surprise. So they're not gonna say we have super missiles again, we have secret missiles. Like they want those to be surprises, or we have a new missile type. They want that to be like in the game, and you'll be like, oh my god, this new thing. Uh, okay. Uh, but yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a very it's definitely a very like tiny trailer, but I accepted. Also, the new suit. What the trailer ended up as a teaser for the new suit. Really, really clean. I like the red and black colors. I love it. Metroid Prime suits have always been really cool. So I hope it kind of reminds me of the light suit in Metroid Prime 2. So maybe that's gonna be like it's gonna be an analog to that, or who knows. Point is, I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4. I'm not that disappointed that the trailer was kind of tiny, because A, the game's gonna come out real soon, and B, there's gonna probably be another trailer in like another direct or E3 even. Well, yeah, if they do things, they're probably gonna do something on the E3 time slot, the original E3 time slot, because E3 doesn't exist anymore. That's kind of sad. But yeah, definitely, I'm not that disappointed with the fact that that the trailer was kind of tiny, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. What I saw is enough to get me excited for a new Metroid. Though the important thing is the nuance of the design. The features are going to be good and all, and I mean, yeah, nuance of design is important on any game, but Metroid especially lives and dies by its nuance of design. It's all about how much freedom, how much growth it makes you feel. Metroid is one of those franchises that you cannot just say, "Oh, we added this new gimmick, get excited." No, it's the design that makes or breaks those games, which is why they don't announce like this new mechanic, like how, for example, Mario Odyssey's capture mechanic was like this big thing. Like with Metroid, the big thing is that it's a Metroid game, and those games are masterpieces of game design. So yeah, it's definitely something to consider. That no trailer's gonna go off and make us go, oh my god, this new thing, it's gonna excite us. It's it's how the game is like structured that's gonna be the make it or break it thing. But yeah, I am excited. I hope hopefully everything goes well. Gonna take a bit of a break. Oh, I hurt my hand. Ow. I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Be back real soon. Meantime, some of my commission sheets are gonna appear on screen. But yeah, again, check out the offline, check out the donations. Please help me gain the Twitch partner so that I can sustain myself a little bit more. I know it's not gonna be much, but dang it, I need this. I need this. That'll be back for soon. Just wait a second. sorry. Oh god, my mom wanted me to go sleeping outside, so I went for it. And I got a little thing myself, some Oreos. Oreo. Okie dokie. I was talking about Metroid Prime 4. I actually searched in my phone. I have the list of things that they announced on the Direct, so I can actually go on chronological order completely. Okay. Yeah. So I talked about Metroid Prime 4. Excited. I'm super excited for Metroid Prime 4. Hopefully it's good. Again, those games go way more are way more like defined by not by a specific gimmick or new mechanic. They're basically defined by their uh, by their design to me. So yeah, that's definitely some that's definitely something. So okay, next is from Metroid Prime we go backwards. The no sleep for Taname Date. That game from a series I have no idea it existed. Uh, Fun fact. So first, when everyone who saw the trailer were like, "Wait, is this like a Little Company like game?" But no, Hi Cross Hero. So everyone was like, "Wait, Little Company like game? That's a bit weird." And then that day, then the gameplay looked more like mystery gaming, and everybody went, "Oh, okay, it's that." It's like that. Okay, okay. I don't know. When I heard the name of the main protagonist, I went, "Wait a minute, Dante? Is this is this a Devil May Cry game?" But no, it was just a mystery game. It was Dante, not Dante. Silly of me to think Dante was gonna be in a game again. I don't know. I thought the game looked neat. I don't have that much thoughts around it. It's fine. Then there's the Shin Megami Tensei game, the Raido remastered. Uh, I only know of Raido because ironically, Raido is the other character that you find in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. It's either Raido or it's Dante. So that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny to know that that we either get you either get the Date game or the Raido game in the Nintendo Direct. I don't know. So yeah, the Raido, the remake, it looks cool. Reminds me a lot of the style of the remakes of Atlas that have been releasing the Shin Megami Tensei 3 and Persona 3 remakes. It reminds me a lot of those. But yeah, Shadow Labyrinth, that weird Pac-Man game. I just think of the stupid meme video. Oh shit! Here comes Pac-Man. Yo, 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 Joe, what it is? Hey, Pac-Man, what's... Okay, that game. To be honest, I saw that secret level episode, and I was like, huh? Like, it definitely, like, it felt like a reinterpretation of Pac-Man and more of here's a new weird idea and it's tangentially related to Pac-Man. It's so weird. That secret level episode, it's so weird. It's like really it doesn't feel like Pac-Man, honestly. It doesn't even feel like an actual Pac-Man thing. It feels like they come up with this new idea and they went, okay, but what if we added Pac-Man to make it more cool with with the juice to make it more like a surprise thing. Okay, the episode itself was very confusing and very weird. The episode 8 was essentially a promotion for this game, basically. So yeah, I'm not that excited. I wasn't that excited for this like game. Seems cool. Seems fun. Seems like one of those Metroidvania style games. And so I have various emotions over it. Like I think like as a concept, it's just talking about the concept of like secret labyrinth of shadow labyrinth. Sorry, I feel like the terminal montage video, the Pac-Man terminal montage video. That video felt like a reinterpretation and felt a lot more faithful and more like creative. This one felt like they took a random Dark Souls like. It just added Pac-Man to again make it more of a, oh, here's a surprise game. You didn't expect Pac-Man, right? Ha ha ha, funny. And so like so yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't find the I don't find it like a bad thing or like a sacrament to the glorious Steam Pac-Man series, which it is a very Steam series, but I find it just weird. I don't find it very inviting or interesting or like a cool interpretation. I just find it strange, you know. So yeah, it's just a weird thing, and honestly, again, I just have more to talk about the concept of this whole shell labyrinth thing that I have to talk about, you know, the game itself. Like, it looks fine. It looks like a weird Metroidvania with Pac-Man. Now, what I do like back in like the PSP days, I actually had a PSP, and I downloaded a lot of I remember I downloaded a lot of like demos for games because it was a lot. It was one of the first consoles that I had that had portable consoles that had this like storefront, and like seeing, oh my god, free games like those. They were demos obviously, but like, oh my god, those, I got some free games. I wanna try them, and I remember replaying them a lot. And one of those demos was obviously Patapon, the first Patapon game. It's strange. I always saw it like as a Sony franchise because it appeared in All-Star Battle Royale. Again, I played it on the original PlayStation Portable. It just seemed like a very Sony IP. But turns out no. We're getting, well, it's licensed by Sony, but we're getting one for this. We're getting one for the Switch. We're getting a remake for the Switch, and that's cool. I like it. I like it. It just confuses me. Like, oh my god, Patapon for the Nintendo console, really? It's one of those things. Like Sony has been like becoming a lot less strict with their IPs, kind of like, you know, Microsoft. Microsoft has also become kind of, you know, very, very much. We can learn our IPs. Yeah, no, we like it. So yeah, I had the original Patapon demo. I replayed it a lot. It was fun. So I'm somewhat excited for this remake. I never actually played the full game, so that's also like it's gonna be like a new game for me. It's both nostalgic, yet I have no attachment to this franchise, and I have no idea what it. Well, no, backwards. I have attachment, but I have no idea of like what the levels entail. So it's gonna be like a new game that I'm somehow nostalgic for. It's very strange. But yeah, Stop it. Kitty cat is trying to play with my pen again. I have it like in my hand, and she's like, poke, poke, poke. I don't want to be mean to her, but like, I need the pen to actually draw. Sorry, but I'm not gonna let you play with it. I usually just spray her with water whenever she does that. But yeah. Then there was the Bazaar game, Story of Seasons, I think it was. I'm gonna put the, you know what? I'm gonna put the list in my other monitor so that I can actually see what I'm talking about. Because oh my god, I'm having to return to my okay, 2025. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put the ticker so that I can actually see it and quickly scan through it. Okay. Story of Seasons. It's a farming game. I have nothing to say except another farming game. Neato. I feel like those like farming games, like I don't know, these generic. Apparently, it's a remake of another game. It's a remake of a game on the DS. Also, I think this is wrong in perspective. I'm gonna have to restart. Okay. Okay. So it's one of those like remakes of a DS game, and I'm like, oh, I don't. Cool, but no thanks. Thank you, thanks, but no thanks. Like it's a game that I'm not very interested in. It's one of those Nintendo needs to push these games because it wants the developers like be encouraged to publish on Nintendo, and it's fine. Like I get it. So it just doesn't seem that interesting to me. Then there was Beyond, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Like I didn't mention the name while I was talking about it. It's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I still don't know why it's called Beyond. Oh, also, I was checking out like I think I was checking out various reactions to the direct. One from like one from Beanie Bine Sauce, one from Dude. The other one I don't remember who. Oh, Chef Rillas. And I realized something in the trailer. They said an adventure going to time and space, and I was like, wait, time and space? Is this gonna have time travel? What? I mean, remember, for those who don't know, Metroid Prime happens before Metroid 2. So all of these events happen before the extermination of all the Metroids in Metroid 2. It's kind of funny. You have the franchise like Metroid 1, Metroid 2, Metroid 3, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Red. Like, okay, that's very simple. But then, oh yeah, between Metroid 1 and 2, that's a bunch of miscellaneous adventures Samus went in, which are really cool. Also, I have the theory that Samus is the reason why the Galactic Federation went, no, we need to destroy the Metroids. This went out of control. Because remember, the Dark Samus was about to basically assimilate every single living being in the universe. And so, yeah, I think I mean, one thing is an incident where biological weapons like get stolen by pirates. Like, yeah, that's fucked up, but Samus solved it. Samus solved it pretty quickly. It didn't become a crisis. Now, in Metroid Prime 3, that was a crisis. That was the universe was about to be completely assimilated by this like substance. And what was the thing that made the substance even more dangerous? A Metroid with a substance, with a deadly substance almost destroy the entire universe. So I think that's the reason why they went, no, we need to kill them all. Like imagine they discover another substance that can assimilate things, and another Metroid goes into that shit. Like they basically went, we cannot allow this. Kill them. So yeah, that's my crackpot theory as to why they made genocide a thing in Metroid. But yeah, so that was that was a bit of a thing. I wanted to talk about it because it's strange. Dimension, time, and space kind of focuses on an aspect that hasn't been focused on the series so far. Like, is there gonna be like time travel? Is Samus gonna meet like her future or past self? What is gonna happen? Like that's kind of exciting. And also, is this gonna like lead up to the big is this gonna like explain or like tie Prime with Metroid 2? No, I don't know, think about that, those possibilities. So yeah, that's a bit of a those are some thoughts that I forgot to mention. But yeah. Disney Villains Curse Cafe. What the okay. A Disney villain themed cafe game. So a friend of mine in Discord actually bought that game, and apparently it's not even a like a simulation. Well, it's not even like a dating sim or like something that you can actually interact with those characters that much. No. It's basically just a cafe game, and you get like different days, and each time you grow something new. It's like very focused on the cafe aspect and less focused on the, talking with the villains aspect, which is just so weird. You would imagine that a Disney game would like try to capitalize on the whole, you're talking with the villains and you're meeting them, and maybe you can form relationships with them. But no, it's just there. I guess they didn't want it to go that into shipping and stuff, but like, okay, it's a game that exists. Neato, that's cool. Cool that you put this like thing there. So that was for so yeah. Then we get to, let me check. I'm just downloading some things. Witchbrook. That game seems fun, honestly. Seems like a one nice game to like pop out whenever you want. I am not very into like life simulation games. I have tried getting into Animal Crossing, and I like it, but then I just get bored of it. I'm not into that kind of simulation games. My favorite types of simulation games are like the ones with objectives, like for example Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is like has various like scenario objectives, which is what drives me to complete those games. But not so much games like Animal Crossing, which is just playing those games to get a cozy life and collect stuff. I prefer games that have objectives, and it makes me strategize and think of like new things. That's what I like. I don't like as much games that are you just living your life and you have no objective. At some point I just get like, then why am I doing this? Why am I here just to suffer? Yeah, like it's nothing against those types of games. I'm just not the most I'm not the most like fond of them after a while. I wish I was like more into those games. Eternal Life of Goldmine is weird. So we're getting a game that's basically kind of a Metroidvania, but now uh, the main character uses like a cane, like in DuckTales. That was the first thing I noticed. Like, oh, the DuckTales cane attack thing. That that DuckTales tail attack that inspired Shovel Knight, like the down thrust attack. That's neato. Seems fun. I like the art style. I like the art style a lot. But like, I don't know if I would risk playing it. Uh, Risk in the sense of like going in, putting my money and being like, I don't like this game, and then just never playing it again. So that's definitely one of those things that I'm like, it seems cool, but will I play it? Will I really make that risk? For now, I don't think so, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll just check out a trailer or something and be like, okay, this seems cool, I guess. Side note, I did that with like, what's it called? Another Crab's Treasure. It seems fun, but I haven't like really played that much. Right now I'm distracted because I'm trying to complete Mario Odyssey for the first time 100%. I have finished it, but I haven't like completed it 100%. So I'm distracted right now. So yeah, I have a backlog. Let's not speak about my let's stay on the gaming backlog and not speak of my anime slash series slash movie backlog. That one is gigantic. Okay, enough. Gradius, the Gradius games. I only know Gradius because of those weird like I don't remember the name. It was Polybius. No, it was another name. There was another name. But yeah, I seems cool. Seems cool that the Gradius fans are getting a new, even a new game. Even the news. I think it was like Salamander trade. Cool. Anywho, not but it was like a very quick thing that I just didn't thought much of it. So next up, we get the Breath of the Dancer trailer. I already talked about it, and unlike Prime 4, I actually covered all my thoughts. Then there's what's it called? Tamagotchi Plaza. I joked about, oh, this is Tamagotchi Life, not knowing this is Tamagotchi. It's Tamagotchi Life. Did I knew? I don't think I knew. I don't think I knew what was coming, but okay. Okay, that was the thing I said. Seems fun. It seems I don't know. Every time you gonna see me like not be super interested in a game, I'm gonna say it seems fun. Seems like a cool game. I'm not that interested in it, but like cool for those who actually want to play those kinds of games. Not gonna take anything away from them. Okay. Next up is Pokemon Legends CA. Now we already got like a trailer we already got a trailer like a few weeks ago, and we got the reveal of what that night teaser was in the Pokemon Direct, which is a battle royale thing. Weird. Obviously, I don't think it's gonna be online because the Switch 1 would explode if it had a battle royale online like mode. Could you imagine that? Like you be in a Lumina City connecting online and you have to fight a bunch of people online. What the heck? That would be weird, cool, but that would make the Switch explode. I don't know. Oh my god, my sorry about that. What's interesting is that they didn't reveal. Oh, sorry. What's interesting to me, that what's more interesting is that they didn't reveal any megas. I thought they were gonna do that, like in the next announcement for CA, like they were going to reveal a new mega evolution, but no. Apparently they are leaked. I don't want to know because I want to be surprised. And because it comes from the Terra leak, it's like 100% like confirmed. It's like no, I don't want to know right now. I want to wait for the reveal. So yeah, that seemed fun. I just I am very excited because I like the idea of the Legends games being these like big big experiments for the Pokemon franchise. I like the idea of them just taking a concept, like for example with the original Legends Arceus, it was like what if you could capture Pokemon like in a much more involved style, like what if it was like Breath of the Wild? And now the new thing is, what if it was like an action RPG? I like it. I like those ideas that they put for the new CA. But aside from that, the main thing that people are excited for is the megas, the new megas. What could they reveal for the new megas? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know too. Like, what new megas are going to be revealed? But I'm very unsure of what they would. But I don't know. Like, I'm just waiting. With Pokemon, I'm very like, my expectations are just my only wish. My expectations are low, and my only wish is that they would that Game Freak knows how to make a game. The only wish I have is for a new Shadow Pokemon game, and that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. But yeah, I think CA looks neat, and I just hope that they learn from their like performance mistakes with they learn with their with their mistakes in performance and like with like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I like those games. I really love them. But you cannot go and tell me, oh yeah, they're the best performing games out there. And no, people, the Switch One can run games that are way more graphically intensive than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. You know what happened? They don't know how to optimize those games. That's it. There's a thing called optimization, and no matter how powerful your console is, if it's not well optimized, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. No matter how much power you throw at something badly optimized, it's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work, people. That's the reality of the situation. I'm not trying to be negative or say, oh no, so bad, so bad, Pokemon bad. I'm here to say that Scarlet and Violet's problem is not that it was on the Switch One. Scarlet and Violet's problem was it was badly optimized. Okay. With that out of the way, yeah, CA is pretty cool. I hope they have learned from their performance mistakes with Scarlet and Violet, and they now can make a game that's not a crushing liability. Please, I love Pokemon. I'm making a Pokemon commission because I am part of a group that loves Pokemon. I'm not just saying these things because I hate Pokemon. I love Pokemon. So I want it to be good, dang it. Believe me, I want this franchise to be good. So yeah, hopefully CA is great. I want CA to be great. Next up, Rhythm Heaven. Very excited for that. Rhythm Heaven is one of those franchises that I really want to try, but I haven't. I think it has the same aura, and I think it's because it's actually made by the same developers. It has the same aura as WarioWare, like bite-sized yet super entertaining games like that. I actually play WarioWare Gold. I have a lot of WarioWare games, but I don't own a single one. Oops. I really wanna buy a new one of the new ones. I have Gold, and Gold is WarioWare Gold is really fun. I think that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite 3DS games. It slowly became that. Honestly, it's really fun. The amount of content is kind of crazy, honestly. But yeah, so then there was so okay. Honestly, I'm excited. I don't know if I wish it was on Nintendo Switch too, but I think it's fun. I think it's fine. The good thing about this is that every single game we saw in this presentation is gonna be available to be played on the Nintendo Switch 4. The 2, sorry. The Switch 4, guys. I already thinking of the Switch 4. Oh my god. The Switch 4. That's okay, that's a topic for another day. Are we about to see an era where Nintendo just stops like naming things different? Like are we gonna see an era where they go the Sony route and it's gonna be just Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 3, Nintendo Switch 4? Like is this like is the Switch the new future for Nintendo? I mean it's plausible, but it would be really weird. Like Nintendo has always been this company that tries its best to never stay with one idea. Always tries to like, okay, we need the new console to like be named something weird, and we need it to have a very specific identity. Like obviously, there's PlayStation 2 and the Xbox 360. All those consoles had its very their own identities, but like you could say that their branding is very much PlayStation but better and Xbox but better, and like people would be like, okay, but with Nintendo, you cannot just say the GameCube is the N64 but better. It has its very specific like style and aura to it. So it's definitely not just. So it's definitely it would be definitely weird if they go. Now the Switch, the Nintendo is now the Switch making company. We're gonna make Switch 1, Switch 2, Switch 3, Switch 4, and you're gonna love it. I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be like, oh, Nintendo lost its magic. But I would be like, that's weird. That's a weird like direction shift. But yeah. Speaking of, well, like the console like moving on, the virtual game cards thing. Okay, I need to explain a little bit. The Switch 1 had this very let's say limited system of sharing games between accounts and between consoles. You could download a game from an account, but if that account wasn't the main console's account, they would require an internet connection for you to actually play that game, and you would actually have to get that put that game in put the game in the account that the game is owned in. So basically, for example, let's say you have like let's say you have one main account for you, but you have another account for your little sister, for example. I'm using myself as an example because I have a big let's say you have an account and you have a big brother. That's my example. That big brother downloads a game, and you say, "Oh my god, I want to play that game." So you ask, "Oh, can I download that game?" And he says, "Yeah, sure." So you download it on your Switch, but because that Switch is not the main console, not the main account is yours and not your brother's, you have to enter to your brother's account, download the game, and then through that download, after you download it, you have to every time you want to play that game, you have to enter your brother's account. And every time you enter that brother's account, you have to you have to be online. And if your brother wants to play anything else in your Nintendo Switch account, in that Nintendo Switch account, the game would basically just be taken out. It would say, "Oh, you're playing. We detected that this account is playing something else. You cannot play it." And obviously, that was that was very limited. I remember a lot of times we had like problems because I wanted to play a game that I downloaded through my brother's account, and I was like, "I want to play this. I want to give it a shot." But then my brother wants to play something else, and the message appeared, and then sometimes either I got like thrown out of the game, or my brother got thrown out of his game. And it was very limited, honestly. So this idea of what this new system seems to do is basically say, okay, you can play those games that your brother bought, and that brother can lend them on to you, and you can play in your account. You basically have all the freedoms of like a game you bought. The only thing is that your brother is not gonna be able to play that game for a bit. But as long as the game is passed on to you, you can play it in your account. You can do whatever you want with your account, and your brother doesn't have to. And the other account doesn't have to cross its arms and wait until you stop playing that game for them to play a game in their accounts. So basically, you can share the games without having to be tied to the accounts themselves. And I think that's a good step forward. Honestly, the system before it was very limited. It was very, very, very. It wasn't very well thought out, and the only thing that caused was like. The only thing that happened was you felt like you couldn't. You felt like you needed to buy those games themselves because if they were tied to another account, it was just a lot of hoopla to go through. Either the other person had to not be playing their games in their account, and then you had to be online, and then if you weren't online, the game would just not be played. It was too confusing and too restrictive, honestly. I think the new system seems way better. That's my personal opinion, honestly. It seems to be also like a way to fizzle out physical games. Now, that's the part that I don't like, because I am a purist. I love my boxes. I love smelling the smell of a new game. the box smell. Okay, that sounds weird, but I swear it's a cool thing. The games themselves coming in a box and being able to play them. It's a fun feeling to actually get those games in their box. And having them in a collection and being able to see them physically. Now that's I like those. I like that system, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. I know I don't want that to be fizzled out, but me seeing it as an option for people that do download games on their accounts. and want to share them out. It's a good new system, honestly. I think it's gonna open the possibility for like games that are open the possibility for games to be much more digital games to be much more shareable and much more and better. Now, the system also has its limitations. It's not gonna allow you to for both of you to like share the game at the same time. So you cannot play multiplayer. You cannot play the game while the one person is gonna have the game while the other is not gonna have the game. But it's still a step up to the original system we had in the Switch era. Honestly, a big step up. And again, it's also gonna be like a big thing for like the Switch 2. Basically saying, just like you can share, just like you can just put your like original Switch game like library on your Nintendo Switch 2, you're gonna be able to do that, but with the Switch 2. And that's very like commendable, honestly. Being able to like play those, being able to just pass your digital games with your new Nintendo Switch 2 that easily, like cartridges. I like it. I like that system, and I think it may be self-reveal when the Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna be announced. Probably, maybe, but who knows? Because it said that it was gonna be an mid-April update. So maybe mid-April Switch 2? Maybe. So that's cool. It's cool to have that semi-confirmation, semi-possible confirmation. Now, oh god, what's next? Yeah, I think the new system is cool. That's all I have to say. We got a season reel, and in that season reel we had High on Life, which is a game that's been devalued by how much Justin Roiland has done bad things, but just how much its comedy has run its course. I'm sorry, but I'm not excited for a game to tell me, oh my god, I'm a video game weapon. Isn't that quirky? I'm going to talk a lot and say like lots of dumb things and will be kind of sarcastic and super like quirky. I'm so quirky, guys. I'm a weirdo, quirky bun that talks and then says things in a very free flowing way, and like I'm doing a stand up comedy. I'm so quirky, guys. And then there was like the game called there was the Fantasy Life game, which had horrendous FPS. People noticed it. I was like very tired. I wasn't noticing it, but I know. But then people pointed it out in like some of the reactions I was seeing, and I was like, yeah, that's not true. It looks kind of it's kind of bad when you look at it. Now I need to turn this into more basic shapes and a little bit more compact because so yeah, because it's pocket monsters, I need to make them more compact. But anywho, Saga Frontier Remastered. I have nothing to say. Sorry. Monument Valley 1, 2, and 3. I love puzzle games. They seem kind of fun. They remind me of some puzzle games I played a lot in like Flash games. Like some of the really good ones and really like mind-bending ones. But I want to play, and I honestly, if I have like the money, I would. Now, everybody golf. It's hot shot. It's so weird. So for those who don't know, the the developers of Everybody's Golf is Camelot. And you might know Camelot because they make the Mario sports game, many of the Mario sports games, including golf. So it's kind of weird having this console with like everybody's golf and then Mario Golf, and it's extra funny because it's probably that game, that Everybody's Golf game is probably gonna be better than the Mario Golf game we actually got. I'm sorry, I really dislike Mario Golf Star, Mario Golf Star Rush. I really dislike it. But it's weird. It's so weird. Like the politics behind Everybody Golf being on a Nintendo platform, it's weird. Well, not the politics, not the politics. Like the logistics. It's like, well, it's an Everybody Golf game, but why not make a Mario Golf game? Although there is like other things that happen like that. For example, there's a game. I don't know. I don't think it was GameCube. It was the one that Disney like golf game. It was like Disney Golf. It was made by the developers of it was made by Camelot. And oh no, it was made by Electronic Arts. Weird. I thought it was made by Camelot because it does play like the Mario sports games. So that's weird. That one is like, well, now my phone is mute because I thought it was a Camelot game, but no, it's just it's a Capcom slash Electronic Arts. Now I'm confused. Is it Capcom or is it Electronic Arts? I don't know. Also, Disney Sports Football. This is so weird. I'm gonna go in a bit of a tangent because this is something I want to talk about. It's so weird. Seeing this, it feels antiquated, it feels weird, it feels very corporate, it feels stupid in a certain way. It doesn't feel like it's like a genuine effort to make a fun sports game with like a beloved franchise. It just looks weird. Now, this, on the other hand, I don't know why, but Mario Strikers Mario Strikers feels a lot more genuine, a lot more. I don't know. It works better than this. I don't know why. I guess it's just my Mario bias. Somebody that's a Disney fan is gonna be like, no, Mario looks weird, and Mickey is so cool. But like with Mario, it feels a lot less corporate and weird to have like a cool, weird Mario doing sports versus Mickey doing it. I'm not saying that these are like these two are not like rip-offs of each other. I'm just saying the aura, the energy feels a lot more fitting for Mario than for Mickey for some reason. I don't know. Also, this is like a really weird trying to be the original Disney art style versus the very stylized Mario Strikers. But yeah. Okay. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I need to check this because is this a old arcade game? Or is this like an actual new arcade style game? I think it is new. I was like, okay, is this a remake or is this like a new game in a style very similar to like a old arcade game? Oh god, I cannot see anything. Jeez. I think I should put like more less light colors. But okay, I'm just gonna ask for like some. Right now, I've been like right now in this last few days, I've been like asking a lot of like, does this look good? Does this look bad? In a Discord server that's for art, and they've been helping me out a lot. Honestly, they've been kind of helpful. As artists, we need to like be able to accept criticism and be able to like actually be able to do things, be able to like listen to feedback and be willing to collaborate. That's something that I like. Okay. So yeah, what else? What else? What else do I got? What else? What else? So yeah, Cosmic Invasion looks fun. Looks. I think it's a lot more of a. Oh my god! Stop saying. Stop. Stop. Stop it, Discord. Stop it. I don't know. I like arcade beat 'em ups for some reason. I think they're neat. I just think they're neat. But like, it's like I see the I see it as a cool new thing, honestly. Wait, it doesn't have any wings. I'll have to put the wings. So yeah, those games seem like that game seems fun. I just think I don't know, maybe I don't know. I think it's very commonplace to see new like beat 'em up games, but it's very stylistically cool. The style of the game looks really neat. I think it's gonna be like a great game. And I like when the art styles go a bit crazy with like how they with like their. I like when art style like do very unique things, and yeah, this Marvel beat 'em up seems great, honestly. So yeah, it's not like my top priority. Like, oh my god, yes, but it's also fun enough that I'm going. Okay, that's cool. That's definitely a game. So at least for that, it's interesting. The art, just the art style is interesting enough that I want to like see what it just do, like keep an eye on it, honestly. I want the game to cover it, or like to be like a big, like it's covering the dragon, but it's kind of hard to actually like implement this. I'm gonna see what I can do. Okay, I want it to be like this. Grab it a little bit, but I'm gonna finish with the direct rambling before I go for the snack. And we get to the big one. The big one. A friend of mine has been waiting for this for a long time. Every time we saw a direct, she was like, I want, I want it, I want it, I want it. But they never announced it. It was so. It was like they never wanted to make the game. And it seemed like it was never gonna happen. But now, we get a new Tomodachi Life game. I love it because I started the trailer and I was like, huh, this looks a bit like Animal Crossing. Is this gonna be Animal Crossing? I can't believe it's gonna be Animal Crossing Switch 1. And suddenly I see a fart. And I went, this is definitely not a Animal Crossing game. They would never do that in an Animal Crossing game. So then the mist showed up, and I was like, no way, but just wait, it was Tomodachi Life. The original, I didn't play it as much. I played it sometimes. I do have it. It's kind of fun, but it's nothing too monumental for me. But it like in a personal thing, as a personal thing. But I remember those fine thoughts Tomodachi live streams. They were some of the best things, some of the best fine sauce content. I adore the Tomodachi live streams from Beanie. I really wanna see. I really wanna see I really wanna see what they do. At the beginning of the at the end of the trailer, I saw the interaction of the dream, and I was like, wait, are they teasing same gender romance? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I saw that it became giant, and wait, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. I mean, they could do that. I mean, if they turned Vivian trans, well, not they, if they made the storyline of Vivian more aligned towards her being a trans girl, I think they could also help become a lot more lenient with the same gender thing, even though of things that are happening right now, which I don't want to talk about. But anywho, yeah, Tomodachi Life. I didn't expect it. Definitely a big surprise. Definitely, something I want to see. This is kind of confusing. No, I'm gonna. So yeah, Tomodachi Life was the closing game, but it wasn't the closing thing. It was Miyamoto. Now, many people that are reacting to this are not noticing this, but Miyamoto did the directly to do thing, which was very, very much tied to Iwata, and I felt kind of emotional. Like, it's been a long road for like Nintendo Directs, and I'll be honest, looking back on some of the old Nintendo Directs now, I realize how rough they were. They were really rough. They weren't that great. Those old Nintendo Directs. Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying I didn't like enjoy some of the moments, but like Nintendo Directs used to be so filled with filler and so kind of just air. But they had evolved for a long time, and in the Switch era, they became really fast-paced. They became really to the point. That's one of the things that I applaud the Switch era a lot. The amount of effort they put into like making the directs better. So hearing Miyamoto say the famous directly to you was kind of emotional. No, I wasn't crying, but like I was like, oh, I remember those times. It led to the announcement of Nintendo today. Another Nintendo app, but this one is for like apparently news. I don't know. I don't see the applications. I don't see the app doing that much because they're not gonna like do like they're not gonna reveal things in development like every single day. So there's gonna be like a lot of filler news like, have you 10 things to do in Super Mario? Like, it's not gonna be like a Nintendo Direct every day. It's just gonna be almost like a magazine, which can have its cool applications. For example, they're gonna add the Pikmin comics to those to them, and I'm like, oh, that's neat. Maybe they can add other comics. Maybe they can make comics specific for those like for franchises. Like imagine like a new Mario Adventures comic, for example, and they release it there. That would be cool. But aside from that, I don't think they're gonna like every single day just reveal a new thing for Nintendo for that they would reveal for a direct. So I think that's a lot more. That's a lot less of a cool announcement as Nintendo think it is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it all depends on how they implement the whole Nintendo today. But I feel like it's gonna be like, it's not gonna be that impressive or cool. It's just gonna be there. It's gonna be fine. But it's something that I just don't consider that big. But yeah, and that was direct. It was the direct was very tiny in comparison to what's coming. And I honestly I'm fine with that. I didn't want it to be something gigantic. I didn't want it to have Mario Odyssey 2. Because again, I want that for a Nintendo Switch too. I want that to be a big new game that basically I want it to be like a game that takes advantage of things like of like the new technology. I want it to be a game that looks like a new generation game. So in those cases, like making like see if they had like bigger announcements, I think that would have been worse. I think that would have been worse because most people want their big franchises to be part of the new generation and not just be stuck in the Switch One. Even if they're going to be playable in the Switch 2, they're definitely not going to be made for the Switch 2 or even created with that expectation. Well, created to be powerhouses. They're going to have concessions if they're in the Switch 1. So I think this approach was cool, especially because think about it. The games they announced are much more budget-like, except for Metroid Prime 4. But Metroid Prime 4 it's a Twilight Princess situation where sorry about that. I think my mouth is running dry. Holy macaroni. with the Nintendo Switch, with the Metroid Prime 1, with Metroid Prime 4, they needed to make that game for the Switch 1. It was either that or getting people angry because they waited too long, and now it's for the Switch. So, but Rhythm Heaven and Double Life, they're great games and great franchises. I'm not saying that they're like minor games. I'm saying that they don't take as long to develop, and they don't like push technology too far, so they can basically comfortably make them for the Nintendo Switch 1. I think that's why they made them like that. I think that's why they created those games, and why they showed them for the Direct. They're exciting new entries on franchises that they haven't gotten a franchise in a while, but they're not Mario Odyssey, the next Mario game. They're not the next Zelda game. They're exciting, but they're not the defining things, because the defining things are going to be on the Nintendo Switch 2. So expecting it to be like this gigantic, massive thing wasn't going to be like that. I expected a lot more DLC, but I'm honestly fine. Nintendo has been like correcting the mistakes of 2017 to 2020, 2021 of just making games with free DLC and then but making them like not complete, and then just slowly feed us with the content that it was missing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think the Direct was very, very good for what it was and for what it's set to accomplish. I think a lot of people said it, and I think it's very true. It's the calm before the storm. It's not gonna be something. It's not gonna be something. It wasn't gonna be something gigantic. It was never gonna be something gigantic, and I think that's fine. It's fine to have. It's fine to not have directs every single time we step into a new quarter of the year. I don't think we no every month we don't need it to direct every month, because that would mean that we would get like a lot of filler direct where there's nothing to show. So when they do it, I'm fine when they do it like now they do it like with 2 big game announcements, and that's exciting. Sometimes they even like got a lot of like middle-sized announcements that go, oh my god, that's so great. Like Forgotten franchises getting a new game. The surprise third party that makes it to the console. Like those things are a lot more exciting than just we don't have to talk about WarioWare Game and Wario for the 50th time. I'm using this because it's the example that Scott used. But I lived through that era, to that Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii U era, where they try to make the directs every month, and it was just painful. Each direct was boring and filler, with a ton of filler and information that we already knew. It wasn't exciting. But now we are given content that we wanna see, and we're not standing there for 20 minutes just waiting for the direct to just put something exciting, only for them to go Wario Smash Brothers for the 50th time. It's gonna come out and it's gonna have he's gonna have a trophy. Look at this trophy! Isn't it cool that he has a trophy? Guys, trophies. Like, thank you, but like we already know this. We already part the information that there's gonna be trophies in a Smash game. Thank you for telling us. But it's not new information. It's definitely you're definitely just trying to like excite us with like things that are very obvious. So yeah, Nintendo's Directs being like every quarter of the year is fine. So I don't really see the problem with this one. This one was fine. I honestly think that there's gonna be I honestly think that if it was a bigger direct, people would have been more disappointed because people would have been more why are you announcing these games for the Switch One? So they were in a kind of it. You could see it as a lose-lose situation, but I didn't see it as a lose-lose situation because again, it was gonna be like games that were either already in development or easier to develop, and we still got some good announcements. So I think it was a good direct. At the end of the day, I don't think it was. I don't think it was anything spectacular, but it didn't need to be that. In fact, if it was that, people would have been mad. Remember when we got those? Remember when the Nintendo Switch came out, but Nintendo was still trying to push the 3DS. Remember that time? Remember how happy people were about those games coming out to the 3DS? Oh, man, I remember those times. People were not happy at all. So I'm glad that the direct was kind of short, kind of medium size. It wasn't small size. It wasn't like there was nothing to be excited about, but it was very, very, very much like a little send off to the Switch. It felt a lot more natural and less forced than what they did to the 3DS, which was, well, we don't know if this Switch concept is gonna work, and we're gonna put we're gonna put some dollars into we're gonna put some like money into the idea that the 3DS is gonna be like our backup plan. And cool, it's not a bad idea, but like it's definitely not. It's definitely not the thing people wanted. Like it wasn't a bad financial idea, but people got really mad that we still got like exciting 3DS titles that could have been better in the Switch. But now but with this one they're like okay, and also the retro compatibility really helps to avoid that problem in that era phase, because it basically says, okay, they're gonna be for the Switch One, but you're still gonna be able to play them in your new console. So it's actually a pretty win-win situation, especially when it's medium-sized games like Rhythm Heaven. Well, medium budget, not medium size. Rhythm they're exciting games to to know they're coming, but they're not the next Mario, and that's fine. I think that's enough for a direct for an old console. I got what I wanted, which was more information on Metroid Prime 4. Even if it was very little information, it was new information for Metroid Prime 4. And I think it's a good way to just, okay, we have to clean. It's like we have to clean every single other announcement we had for the Switch One. Now, the big thing is happening. Switch 2, it's gonna be only Switch 2. We're not gonna focus on the Switch 1. The Switch 1, it's had its time in the spotlight. It's time for the Switch 2. And with the fact that the Switch 2 has to not only reveal the games, it has to reveal how the console is gonna operate and work. They need that time. They cannot be wasting it with new announcements for the Switch 1. So this was a good idea of a direct, and I didn't expect anything big, but I got good things. So I just feel like it was a good direct. It wasn't the massive direct. It's not even comparable to any of the final directs we had before. The other directs, the one with Metroid Prime 4, the one with like Mario Wonder and stuff. They're not comparable, but it didn't, but it wasn't setting up to be the next big thing. That's this Wednesday. Now I think I'm gonna stream that because I think I might, I don't know. You might be hearing myself scream for the first time, like always. Oh my god! That's definitely gonna be exciting. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because my mouth is dry and I'm hungry. I'm a bit hungry. I need to eat something. I'm gonna be back in a second. So yeah, check out the Ko-Fi. You already know that, and check out the donations, please. If you can donate, if you can't, don't worry. The fact that you're here is enough for me. Thank you. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait. But I first, I kind of needed to take a breather. Honestly, that was a lot of rambling. I ended up like my throat ended up being super dry after I finished with the rambling. And oh my god, the amount of like things that I talked about was it was fun. It was fun to talk about it. Like honestly, the Nintendo Switch it seems the Nintendo Switch final. I liked it. This direct. I already talked about how much that I liked it. And once again, as I said, it's a lot of like middle budget slash much more two double A games. I think that's how they're called. It's not Skull and Bones for the Switch. The first the first 4A game, but it was really fun. It was. I didn't expect it to be too much, but what I got was neat. Oh, sorry about that. Jesus, it's. But yeah, I have a lot of like respect for this like direct, and it's definitely it was definitely a lot more. It definitely did a lot more than I thought it would do. So I am very much happy with what we got. But yeah, hopefully the Nintendo Switch 2. It's gonna be super exciting. It's gonna be a very a very fun. It's gonna be a very fun direct. That the direct that's gonna be one of the end all be alls. I, if I'm talking slower, it's because honestly, I'm telling you, my mouth dried up real bad after I did the ramble of the Nintendo Switch. It was definitely a ramble. It was a pretty big ramble, and I don't know. I guess all I have to say left is what I want for the new direct, but I think I'm gonna be like speculating. I know myself. I'm gonna be talking about the Switch 2 like every so often. So it's not like I'm going to be like. So it's not like I'm not gonna talk about like the Switch 2 until for a while. It's going to be like one of the main topics of the stream. But it is but it was a very. But it's gonna be like very interesting like week. The week before the big thing. Now, the one thing I do want to talk about is, do you remember the digital card thing and how it said that it was going to be released in a major update in April, in late April? That might be a bit of a hint as to when the Switch 2 is going to be released. Like, I don't think it's going to be April, but it's going to be like near May. I don't see a game console that doesn't even have a price coming out almost in the same month as its price reveal drop. But I do see it like very, very soon. So here's what I think. Okay, here's what I think. The Switch 2 is going to be released around either May or June. May or July. Those are like the 2 months that I see it. I don't think it's gonna be released like that late into 2025. But although there's a lot of Nintendo Switch games that are coming out in like July because of the direct. We have a few July games, so maybe a few July and June games. Maybe it's gonna be August. Now, they would make sense. Like a 3-month to 4-month period of time to release the console wouldn't be that out of the picture. It would be a lot cooler, and it would gain a lot of momentum if it was during April or May think but I think it's very possible that it's gonna take like a few months before they release it, even after the reveal of the price in the games. But that April update might be hinting at something, might be hinting a little bit of what's gonna happen. So I think, yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a date I want to save up. Sorry. Again, I'm speaking very slowly because I fried my throat with the ramble. Like, I cough when it's not unusual for me to cough like this, but it's not unusual for me to cough. But dry coughing is unusual. And right now, after the ramble, I was like, oh my god, I think I spoke too much. I mean, I already speak too much. But jeez, Louis, that was definitely one of my longest rants. What rambles? Sorry, rambles. It's not a rant because a rant infers that it's gonna be angry, like why Nintendo Switch Direct is so bad, which is not. It wasn't a rant. It wasn't a rant. It was a ramble. And it was a fun one. If I it's definitely a strange time right now. It's the very much the halfway period before the Switch. It's very much the twilight of the Switch One being the main console. It's not gonna be surprising if the Switch One still gets like a direct solely focus on it. But I think it's definitely gonna be fizzled out as it's gonna be fizzled out faster than the Nintendo Switch 2 because I think Nintendo knows this is gonna sell well. The Switch 2 is gonna sell well. If it sells better than the Switch 1 or 2, that's not gonna matter. It's going to sell well. And that's enough for them to, at the very least, just drop out the Switch a bit faster than the 3DS. When the Wii U to Switch period happened, it was a lot of it was definitely a lot of nervousness. There was a lot of nervousness with the new console. Is it going to be successful? Is it going to be another Wii U? Should we rely on this, or should we make a? Should we rely on this new idea, or should we give it like a 3DS? Should we keep the 3DS and the opportunity to rise back up if and produce a new model if the Switch is not successful? But it's it's the Switch 2. It's just Switch but better. That's definitely gonna attract some customers, enough customers to make it a worthwhile, to make it a lot safer than just this new than what the Switch was at the time, which was a new concept that nobody knew how well it could do. So I think the Switch 1 is gonna have less games that the Switch 2 gonna have less games that the 3DS had during the Switch era. Trying to make a mask in the Shibi cell is kinda hard. I'm not gonna lie. I think you know what I could do? I could pull something from Animal Crossing as an example. Especially because the mask is very complicated in like shapes. Oh, sheesh. But yeah. Okay. Also because there's no like a example of three fourths. So I'm basically coming up with the example. Now, I'm guessing just like really, really calm. Because yeah, it needs to calm before the storm. I'm preparing myself mentally for what the switch to, but the switch one like big, or like the switch to like switch to direct, and I'm trying my best to not try my throat again because I did with the whole ramble. I went for 2 hours. That's definitely a record for me when it comes to actually continuously talk about something. Stream wise, I have gone for longer, but like I don't think that. Oh god, it's. I need to. I need to. Okay, I need to. I'll go into this one. First things first. You're gonna see me trace something, but not trace to actually make it into the drawing. Basically, I'm going to do a bit of an analysis to actually have an idea of what I'm doing. This is something that you could do with like drawing. Don't trace to actually publish a new drawing, but trace to analyze, to like, okay, what shape is this? What shape is this? So that you can actually replicate it when you are drawing it by itself. Copy this because it kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like a Japanese like mask. The thing that I'm making. Again, what I'm going to do is analyze the figure. I'm not gonna. This is not for tracing. This is not gonna be used in the drawing itself. Rather, this is gonna be the. It's gonna be just an analysis of the shape, like composition. So I grab this. I wanted to by different colors so that I can see. Obviously, this is a circle, but like the face shape by your rainbow. But like, what's the shape of this specific thing? I'm gonna put the mirror just to. It's a bit off because obviously. Oh my god, cheap viewers in streamo.com. I wish I had the BBC one. Anywho, I'm gonna exterminate this bot. Exterminate. I don't wanna see how many viewers there are because I don't like being stressed during stream. I don't wanna be stressed by how many viewers I have, how many viewers I don't have. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I want to choose grab this guy, this cheap viewers on stream.com, and I'm gonna follow block ban deleted by moderator. There you go. Okie dokie. Very, very well. Yeah, I don't like bots, guys. First, I don't like fake engagement. Second, I don't like people trying to scam other people. That's mean. Thirdly, why? I'm trying to make a living off of this, and people and some guys are just like, I'm gonna send a bot so that so this streamer doesn't like have actual like viewers. The bot is not letting me not have viewers, but like it's gotten me to like, oh my god, a comment. I wonder what it. Oh, it's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot. Ha ha ha, funny. Guys, it's the bot. The more finer details. This is I think this is an ear. I'm trying to see the ear shape. I thought it was a horn. This is definitely an ear. Is it a horn? I am very confused. I think it's an ear, right? I think so. Now the thing is, I don't have a reference for the three forks, which is definitely gonna be a bit difficult. But there's a lot of like there's gonna be a lot of like me trying to like guess or analyze how it would look. It would be like this, right? Here and then here. Yeah, like this. Trying to come up with like, like this is something I don't like that much. Like very complex designs that are not like natural, like not natural forms or like things from an environment. That's a lot harder to like. Messed up. Whatever. Oh, okay. So I woke up very early to see the direct. Well, or I woke up early. I could have gone to sleep immediately, but I actually decided to try. And I actually decided to try and stay awake for the direct. And now I've been feeling tired the entire day. So yeah, that's definitely something that's affecting a little bit of my performance right now. I think, yeah. I'm gonna start again because I think I messed up some things. Okay. First things first. I think that's how it will work. Just like this. Yeah, it's like this. Or maybe the second box is a bit more bigger. It's like right around here where the nose is. Right around where the nose is. Yes, right around here. And to all artists that are like, ah, this girl is so frustrating to see. She's doing everything wrong. I'm sorry. I am a very frustrating person. I am very frustrating, and I'm not saying it like I'm very frustrating. You guys will never comprehend me. No, I'm like, yeah, I'm not the best. I'm sorry. No. Trying to figure out the shape language, especially because the original drawing is like a lot of like complex. It's a lot of complex like um, things, like a lot of complex shapes thrown together. So here, it would be like right around here, like this, and here's where the line would go to this direction to that. And here the teeth it would start. This just helps to analyze the figure. Again, this is again. Don't use don't go around using tracing to actually like make final products. Use them for analysis. They help a lot, and they allow you to study the basic figure of something you want to draw, or something or a style you want to replicate. Something I need to do like with what's it called? We don't want to do with Sonic style, because I always struggle with making Sonic characters. So yeah, I wasn't able to grow up as a Sonic fan and be able to do my own OC. So Mari. A combination of Mario and Sonic. No. Those Somari does exist. It's a bootleg. It's it's a bootleg. It's really stupid, and I love it. Jaws like look for Somari. I'm saying like a bit like you should find Somari. Like you should find God. Okay, I think that's a bit of a. I think I got a bit more of the general figure. So, okay, now that I know this, I think I can at the very least. Now I'm gonna try to see Animal Crossing Tiger. Because it's supposed to be a chibi style thing, so I definitely want to cutified a bit of the mask. And also I need to make it emotive, which is a bit gonna be a bit I'm gonna try to do a lot more body language, facial language, definitely. Now that I have the basic figure for the person itself, I'm gonna be doing the basic figure for the mask. Before that though, I think it would be good to actually have a little bit of a guide, so this is the mask. It's gonna like cover most of the face. Basically here. Right around here will be the person's face. Face and here's the mask. Lower a bit of the opacity so I can so basically the snout would be right around where the nose is. A bit of basically the snout of the mask. Right around here. This is like the snout of the yeah, the mask will cover. I think this drawing is not that effective because masks don't cover the entire head. They cover the face. Oh, let me. kayaking. Yeah, it would cover basically most of it except the part of the hair. So yeah, I think this is a lot more. Also, yes. I'm gonna take this little analysis and I'm gonna put it here. I love Mario Galaxy. That intro is so fantastic. Okay, that's one of the things I might be on my wish list for the Switch too. A new Mario Galaxy. How possible is very unlikely. To be honest, the Mario Galaxy games already kind of already run their course. Their course? Their course. They already ran its course. The Mario Galaxy games. So I don't think there's gonna be a new Mario Galaxy, but I wish they could like make it. I don't know, I am very I wouldn't be against a new Mario Galaxy. It would be cool. Honestly, I think they're gonna work more with the ideas they developed in they made in like Mario Bowser's Fury, and that's definitely a lot more. That's definitely gonna be a lot more exciting than if they just went, oh yeah, we're gonna make another Mario Galaxy. Because again, they did a lot of like they did a lot of things with Mario Galaxy, and now they can say, okay, I think we did enough. Because remember, Mario Galaxy 2 doesn't exist because they wanted to fulfill a quota. Mario Galaxy 2 exists because they had so many new ideas that they wanted to make a DLC. But the ideas became so big that they went, no, this needs to be its own game. Which I like. I prefer Nintendo, like, as much as I sometimes I'm frustrated with the whole, well, we're not making F-Zero because we cannot come up with new ideas for F-Zero. A part of me feels like, fair. To be honest, F-Zero, it's very, I know it's very hard to like develop because of how much the F-Zero GX did for the franchise. And now it's like, what else could we do? Similar, but honestly not very similar and kind of sad situation is for Star Fox. It's like, oh, there was something so good that we don't know what else to do. Well, technically, yes, but it was more of, okay, we have tried so many times to make these games work, and we don't know how we did it. The first time in 64 that we made them. So I have no idea what we're going to do to save this franchise. And that's sad, honestly. I wish Star Fox could return because I think the multiple pathways, the different endings, games that are like an hour long, but that hour, but what makes those games good is the options you have for like replayability. very successful games nowadays. The roguelikes, for example, they follow a similar philosophy to what to replayability. A game that is just an hour long, but it can be replayed so many times because of how the content is like organized. So I think there is like things to do with Star Fox that can be done, but Nintendo hasn't been able to find that. Even when they try to replicate Star Fox 64, they're just not able to make what made Star Fox 64 so good. Zero, boy, Zero. I didn't want to hate that game. I wanted to love it, where I really ended up like not liking it at all. Star Fox Zero is definitely my least favorite game on the franchise. And I played Command, and Command bored me to death, but Zero just fundamentally misunderstood many things. I wish it didn't. I wish it did everything right, and I wish it could have been my favorite game of the Wii U. But I guess it had tough competition because it was also pick and trade. Kind of hard. Making a chibi person with a mask is like the mask has to also be chibified, and when the mask is kind of complex like this, like the chibi style can do so much for a mask. A face, it can do a lot of things, but a mask is a lot more complicated to chibify, if you will, because it's a lot less about the stylization and more about the size with masks. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Artists in chat that are just throwing their fists into their screen saying, "Oh my God, you're so bad." First of all, you're right. I'm so sorry. Second of all, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Criticism is always welcome, even if it makes me feel bad. Like a skill issue on my part. If it makes me feel bad, you wanted to be an artist? Well, you get the full package, including having to learn from your mistakes. Have fun. Yeah, I do have fun. God, I'm tired. I'm really tired, but like, I don't know, I wanna continue working. That's the major thing. Sometimes I'm tired, but I wanna continue working. I get so wrapped up into like a project that I go, I wanna continue working, dang it. Okay. I think one of the problems is how big. I think that shouldn't have been like this, like wide. But yeah, I am very tired. I don't know. It's just I woke up too early. I did a bunch of stuff, and I saw the direct. I had to withstand being so tired in order to see the direct. Oh, wait. I'm going to check what Pokemon cards I got this day. So the new pack released. That's another topic that I wanted to talk about. The new TCG Pocket pack release. I haven't gotten anything cool. Well, I got a shiny Vidro EX. That's cool. But like, aside from that, I haven't like gotten anything else like that's very major. Well, at least I'm gonna get some new ones, even if they're like one to two diamonds. Okay. My head hurts. God, I went to Picarto and I saw someone like drawing. I'm going to see which person it was. But like, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that's so pretty. I wanna be able to do that. I wanna be able to do that. Hey. God, I was playing Mario Odyssey and in one of the moments that was like that, like, oh God, I wanna Peach's Prince dress in Mario Odyssey is so pretty. I wanna have one. I want my own. I want my own bride dress that's just like that. It looks so pretty. I want it. But they are very expensive. And if I'm not gonna like, if I'm not gonna like immediately like be wed to someone, it's like, why am I buying this? Because it's pretty, but it costs us a lot of money for something that's pretty. I'm probably not gonna use. I'm just gonna use when I one time, because you don't want to use it like every single day, and then it gets dirty, and then it loses, and then it also loses its value as the wonderful like dress you use when you wanna marry someone. Like you put it all the time, you go, oh, so pretty, and then you realize, wait, am I going back? And then it just becomes like a normal dress to you, and you just go, why would I, this is not very special anymore. I guess you could have like a wedding dress if you wanna be a freak. You can have your own wedding dress to use every so often, and then your actual wedding dress that you wanna actually marry someone with. I don't know, I just love wedding dresses. They're so pretty. Sorry, I went on a more girly tangent than usual because God, wedding dresses. They're very cute. I want one. Wedding dress. One day. But enough about wedding dresses. I've been Odyssey has finished. I've been playing it. I've been trying to complete it. I found a IGN guide that actually has helped me a lot because it has like a map that you can actually check mark, and That's been real useful, honestly. Oh yeah, the guy. God, I got distracted for a second thinking of my commission. I'm sorry. So, like, the task became a lot less daunting when I actually got the guide, and a lot more fun. Honestly, just at first, Mario Odyssey is really fun without a guide because you just like finding moons right, left and right in the environment. But as you progress, it just becomes tedious. Like, what am I missing? Like, it just becomes you trying to figure out where the you trying to like check every single corner of the map, and when you don't find something, it's like I wasted my time. I did nothing. But in contrast to like the first time you play it, and it's like you got a moon, you got a moon, you got a moon, you got a moon. Like, say what you will about how quickly you get moons in Odyssey, but you have to admit that is a good feeling. Getting moons in Odyssey was getting moons in Odyssey like so back to back definitely was designed that way to actually give you incentive to check every corner of the map. So when the map is no longer has moons, you go, what am I doing? This place is like, what am I doing? Or maybe it's just another one of those, I need an objective in order for a game to be fun. Without objectives, what am I doing? That might be a big thing, or that might be something that everybody thinks. I don't know. I don't really assume what people think. I just go, I think this, and I wish to know what other people think. Oh, sheesh. You can tell that my energy has like beep 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 beep. It has like lowered significantly. And again, I don't think it's. I think it's a combination of like how much I rambled and the fact that my voice and the fact that I stood awake for way too long for this like direct. Probably gonna sleep early today. So I've been taking melatonin. It helps with like it does help with my sleep schedule and making things a lot less. Oh god, I don't know which one is better or worse. Maybe it's the ice. Probably the ice. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna phone it, and I'm gonna check how it looks with like a much more triangular eyes instead of like ovals. I don't know. 8:30. It's almost 8:30. I think I'm gonna end exactly on 8:30. But before I do that, I wanna at the very least get confirmation if I made the mask good or bad. Always remember, any artist wants to be here, who wants to be any artist who is here to be a professional, be open to criticism. You're not above making mistakes, and that's not a bad thing. Mistakes are mistakes. We can see it as just us doing things wrong, but the reality is that mistakes are the result of experimentation. We will always experiment and try to do things, and there's no formula for what we're doing. But we're not going to we're not going to like it's never going to be a safe bet, and that's fine. It's fine to make mistakes. It's fine to not be able to do the thing you wanted to do. Take it in stride. Mistakes are a part of the journey, and if you end up just like trying to never make mistakes, you're gonna end up disappointed, and you might even like not be unable to take criticism because you don't like making mistakes. Take don't take mistakes in pride like I made mistakes, I'm the best. But do take them in stride, like, well, I made mistakes and I'm learning from them. Art will always be a collaborative effort. No matter if you're just drawing something for yourself, drawing something for someone else, or drawing something for professionals, no matter what, people are always going to see something you don't, because art is about observation, and observation will never just be confined to one person. We're not omnipotent, and that's okay. In fact, that makes art kind of beautiful. We will always rely on each other, even in like the most like even in the most like supposedly vain, well, not vain, supposedly like one person efforts, we will always be collaborating with each other, and I think that's a good thing, honestly. So yeah, be open, because at the end of the day, you're collaborating with others in art making. You're sending a message, and then sometimes people will see the message and go, "This is good, but maybe you can change this or this. You can change this word, for example." Yeah. With that, I think I'm gonna leave you guys. I am very tired right now. Oh, Nintendo Directs. Why are they now like in the 7 in the morning? I wanna be able to eat. I don't wanna be like waking up at 7 in the morning and then having to force myself to stay awake. If I'm gonna wake up in the 7 in the morning, I'm probably gonna sleep a little more. So having to like stay awake for this long is definitely is something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the stream. I hope you had a good time. I'll try my best to get to those follower goals. And yeah, so see you guys later. Have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm probably not gonna play a video game on Friday because I have not worked. Well, I have worked, but I haven't streamed drawing in a while. So I'm going to continue drawing. That's what I'm going to do for now, at least. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And but I'm going to at the very least like try to make it up to you by doing a Nintendo Direct stream. We're going to, I guess I'm going to see the big one But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a good night. Remember to check out the Ko-Fi to donate if you can. Always if you can. Don't trust me. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this as much as I can. Don't, please, don't give money if you like on dire straits. If you like, I need this streamer needs money, but I can't, but I won't be able to eat. No. Do yourself a favor and always think about yourself first. Okay? Please don't. I'm just a dumb girl on the internet. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. You guys always deserve like the money you get. And it's hard to get. Money is really hard to get. So always, even if it's like $5 can save your life sometimes. It can give you medicine. It can take care of you. So don't waste it on me if you don't have the chance. If you have extra money and you can do that, okay. But also, if you have extra money, if you want to use it on something else, use it on something else. I'm just a dumb girl. I'm nothing. I'm trying my best, okay? But just with you following me and listening to me, that's enough. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a good night. Goodbye.